Welcome back to Legends on Wheels, where we dive into the stories behind the most legendary rides in history. Today we're stepping into the world of European power, class, and intimidation, the 1993 BMW 750iL, the European gangster's choice. Now think about this. In the early 90s, while American mob bosses were still cruising around in Cadillacs and Lincolns, a new symbol of power was rising across Europe. Sleek, fast, and packed with German engineering, the BMW 750iL wasn't just a luxury sedan, it was a statement. And for gangsters, businessmen, and oligarchs, it became the ultimate tool of respect. The 750iL wasn't your average BMW. This was the flagship of the 7 Series, a car built to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Under the hood, it carried a 5.0-liter V12 engine that made it smooth, silent, and powerful, the kind of car you could drive at high speed on the Autobahn without breaking a sweat. And here's the part that made it special. It didn't just move fast, it looked the part. Long, sleek lines, a wide body, and that unmistakable kidney grille made it instantly recognizable. This wasn't just a car, it was rolling authority. In Europe, especially in the underworld, image was everything. Pulling up in a BMW 750iL told everyone around you that you weren't just wealthy, you were powerful. Politicians, executives, and yes, mobsters all gravitated toward this car. Russian oligarchs loved it. Eastern European gangsters made it their weapon of choice, and even some crime bosses in Western Europe swapped their old-school American rides for this German beast. Why? Because the BMW 750iL combined prestige with practicality. It looked elegant in front of a hotel, but it also had the speed to disappear when things got dangerous. Another thing that made it appealing was its technology. The 93 750iL was packed with luxury, leather everywhere, wood trim, advanced electronics for its time, and a level of comfort that made long drives effortless. But it wasn't soft. It was heavy, stable, and could take punishment. Some even armored these cars, turning them into rolling fortresses. Imagine sitting in the back seat, tinted windows up, knowing you had 12 cylinders under the hood ready to outrun anything chasing you. No wonder it earned such a reputation. Compared to American gangster cars like the Cadillac Fleetwood or the Lincoln Town Car, the 750iL was more subtle. It didn't scream excess, it whispered influence. And that's what made it deadly. The people who chose this car weren't interested in showing off. They wanted respect, control, and the ability to move without drawing too much attention. The BMW gave them all of that. Even Hollywood couldn't ignore it. The BMW 7 Series showed up in plenty of crime dramas and action films, often in the hands of villains, mobsters, or shadowy businessmen. On screen and off, it carried the same message. This is the car of someone you don't mess with. So, why does the 1993 BMW 750iL matter today? Because it represents a shift. It showed how European gangsters moved away from flashy American rides and towards something more refined, more understated, yet just as powerful. It wasn't about how loud your car was. It was about how much authority it carried when it rolled up. If you've enjoyed this dive into the history of the BMW 750iL, let me know in the comments. Would you choose this over a Cadillac or a Mercedes if you were running the streets back in the 90s? Don't forget to hit like if you love gangster car history, and subscribe to Legends on Wheels for more stories of the rides that defined power, respect, and fear. The 1993 BMW 750iL wasn't just a luxury sedan. It was a symbol, a car that told the world you were in control. And that's why it remains one of the most iconic gangster cars Europe has ever seen. Subscribe to Legends on Wheels, because the streets have stories and the cars always tell them.